good evening, everybody, and welcome in. Listen, under pressure, staying strong under pressure. Listen, we want to talk about that and unpack that tonight because I want to give you encouraging words tonight that's going to help you as you are walking through. So, we want to unpack staying strong under pressure. And what does that mean? What does that look like? Okay. So, as the notifications are getting out to everybody in the YouTube world, you guys are getting the notifications and listen. I hope that you have had an amazing, and I mean amazing, Tuesday today. And the reason why I want to talk a little bit about staying strong under pressure is because it is not always easy to remain strengthened, remain encouraged when all of life begins to come against you. When life begins to happen, we go through so many emotions. And what can happen is we can begin to focus so much on what we're experiencing, what we're feeling, that we don't even recognize that is zapping us of our strength. Okay? And let's talk a little bit about what that looks like sometimes. In all honesty, what that looks like a lot of times is when pressure is there and your energy begins to be zapped away from you. That means taken from you. What starts to happen is you stop realistically showing up for yourself. That is a major, major issue. And that's a sign that your energy is being stripped, your strength is being stripped from you. And it's important to recognize when that's happening. Good evening, and welcome in. Certainly, thank you for stopping in tonight. Um, and I do want to let us know where you're tuning in from. And if you have not already, double tap, give it a thumbs up. We're so glad you're here tonight, all right? So we're unpacking the conversation of welcome in, guys. Welcome in. We're certainly excited to have all of you stopping in tonight. Let us know in the chat where you are tuning in from. And we want to give a shout out to your nation, your city, or your tribe, all right? So we're certainly glad to have you. And let us know in the comments, guys. If you can hear me okay, let me know if you can, and then that'll be great. But again, we really want to unpack and talk about what begins to happen when our strength begins to be taken from us from all of the cares of life. So tonight we're discussing how to stay strong when all of the pressure of life happens and what that looks like when we begin to uh, be diminished of our strength. And that has Johnson, yo, hey, welcome, yo, welcome. I'm so glad to have you tonight. How are you tonight? Hi, hello to you. Has Johnson, Jesse Turner. Hello, Jesse Turner's in the building. Yes. Welcome, Jesse. Yes. Who else is in the building tonight? Has Johnson. Welcome. Jesse Turner, welcome. The rest of you, there are 8 of you that are in the building tonight. And let me know who you are and where you're tuning in from. Do me a favor, double tap, 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 and give it a thumbs up. I certainly appreciate that. Jesse Turner says, I am okay. Been a busy night. Okay, a busy night. Wow. So, what have you been doing that's kept you really busy? Thank you. Thank you guys for coming in. The number five is my number. That is the number of grace. I love the number five. 5 of you in, double tap and give it a thumbs up, all 5 of you. Let me know your name so that I can give you a shout out and shout out your city, your state, or your continent. Let me know where you are tuning in from. Jesse Hayes. Hey there, Hayes. Jesse Turner. I'm STNA in Ohio, staying in Ohio. All right. Well, welcome all the way. Ohio's in the building. All right, Hayes Turner. Now, all of those emojis, number 1 emojis, thank you. Thank you so much for the emojis. If you wouldn't mind double tapping and giving it some hearts and give it a thumbs up. Yes, Jesse Turner, go Buckeyes. Yeah. The rest of you who are in the building, let us know where you're tuning in from. Thank you so much for the hearts. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Sending hearts. Thank you, thank you. Appreciate the hearts, appreciate the love, guys. Thank you, thank you. Here's Johnson. Oh, lots of number ones. 1, 2, 3. Thank you, thank you, thank you, Hez. Thank you. Um, all of those. Now, I will tell you, sometimes bot may show up, and bot sometimes thinks that you're spamming. Oh, Jesse. Oh, thank you. Jesse Turner. Might I say you look beautiful tonight? Oh, thank you. Thank you, Jesse Turner. Thank you. Thank you. Appreciate the hearts and thank you for the compliment. So sweet. Appreciate that. Um, so yeah, you guys are good. Thank you for the hearts. I'm loving the hearts, loving the hearts. Appreciate all of that. Good vibes, good energy. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Certainly appreciate that. Thank you, thank you. Sending hearts, hearts, heart me. And now the rest of you guys that are in, if you want me to give you a shout out, make sure you let me know who you are and where you're tuning in from. And I want to make sure that I do recognize you and call your name and send you lots of love your way, right? So definitely want to do that. Appreciate you guys being here tonight. Jesse Turner and Hez Johnson holding down the building tonight. Appreciate you guys. So we just wanted to share, hey there, how do we remain strong, when life happens and things take place? Sometimes we have to really prepare. And in that way, we have to do resets. We have to take out time for ourselves, take out time and pour back into yourself. And what does that look like? Sometimes you have to take away time and maybe do a staycation or a mini vacation. If you can't go somewhere, then find yourself going to a park or a place of peace. So, those are ways that you can begin to unwind and reset so that you can remain strong when life begins to happen, right? So, how can we tell that we are being torn away or we are being broken down and not staying true to the path that we should be on. One of the things is we stop showing up. Now, how many of you have done that? I know for me, when I stop showing up, that's a sign that everything is going on. Jesse Turner says, I wish I knew how to do that. As in staying, I take care of the generation before me. I also have an autistic son. Oh, wow, Jesse Turner, thank you so much for sharing that. I am very familiar with autism and the very different things that can come with that. And that can be quite challenging, Jesse. And um, but you do need to find a way, Jesse, that you can begin to take out time for yourself just a little bit, because that means that that's a lot upon you, with having a autistic son, and you need to be able to take out some time so that you can unwind. What are some of the things that you enjoy doing, Jesse? Yeah, let me know. So what's some of the things you enjoy doing? And if you had time, maybe going to the park, or if you're a person that enjoys fishing or enjoys going to the games, perhaps taking up a game, doing something for yourself. I want to stress to you, Jesse, it's very important that you do that, okay? It's vitally important so that your body does not take its own break. Now, and Jesse also says, meaning I work in nursing homes as a nursing assistant. Wow, that's wonderful. That's so rewarding, Jesse. Yes, that's a very rewarding job. And Jesse Turner also says, I like reading and writing. Also, coming in here helps. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Jesse. And you're always welcome here. Um, and I do want to say, reading and writing are really great tools. They're great tools to have outlets. You can actually write about how you're feeling today. You can journal for the day, and you can also talk about, your feelings, your emotions. What kind of day is it for you? What would you like to accomplish? And as you begin to start with that, you write those things down. And then always remember to speak positive. Say something positive even when you don't feel it, right? And you know why we do that? Because it trains the brain to respond in a positive way. And you know what else is good? Is laughter, watching of something funny. Laughter is good medicine. It is something that helps to lighten the mood. It also helps to rid of, those feelings of heaviness. So watching a really good movie is another way, something that's funny. And thank you so much, Jesse, for being in here. And certainly appreciate those hearts, and the little cat in the box is so sweet and sending up hearts to you, and thank you. But Jesse, listen, it's important because you're important. And I want you to know that. And because you're important, each and every one of you, it's important that you take out time to take some time to do something for yourself. If we are always serving, if we are always giving, if we are always doing, then when is the time that you can replenish yourself so that you can show up as the best version of yourself, right? I know we've heard that statement, but what does that actually mean? what that means is taking out time. Maybe one of the things I like to do, because my days are really full and busy a lot of times, I like to unwind by listening to relaxing, healing music. As a matter of fact, um, I need to start playing some of that behind so that we can all have a relaxing interaction together. And perhaps you've had a full day. Perhaps things have been really crazy for you and you haven't taken out time to unwind. Well, I want you to know that in here, you can unwind, you can allow yourself to give back to your own self. So that why? So that you can show up as your best self, the best version of yourself that you can be. And that comes with self love and giving back to ourselves, even when we don't always know how that's going to show, how that's going to look, you know? So, just so you are aware of that, um, and let me know, those of you who are coming in and out and talking, let me know where you're from. Again, if you are watching the replay, come back and watch the replay. Make sure that you put in where you're tuning in from. Make sure you also comment on some of the ways that you desire to relax, some of the things you enjoy. Of course, Jesse let us know that he enjoys reading and writing. Do you know that journaling and writing is one of the most relaxing things, even reading? So, we do want to take out time to give ourselves moments to reset, moments to rid ourselves of all the cares of this life and to be able to relax, because there's always going to be something that needs to be done. And this is what I've learned and still have to remind myself, guys, is there's always going to be one more load of laundry that needs to be done. There's going to be, for those of us who are parents and have children that are still in school, there'll still be homework that has to be done, or a school project that has to be given as well. Um, all of those things, just let's see. But don't be discouraged, even if that's the case. Welcome in, welcome. If you're just joining us, welcome in and let us know where you're tuning in from. We've just been sharing on tonight different ways to be able to unwind so that we can stay strong when we are facing life's challenges. And so I do certainly want, I would love to put up, let me see, it used to allow me to do questions, and I think maybe that has something to do with the numbers, maybe. Thank you guys for coming in. Thank you for being here. Oh, okay, that's what that does. It does a green screen behind me. All right. Um, and I appreciate it. I appreciate it so much. All right, guys, we're trying to change the green screen behind us. And all right, guys. All right, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. Let us know where you're tuning in from. We certainly would appreciate that. Um, as we continue to just share with you, I just want to remind you guys that sometime I think I saw. I think that it is amazing, guys, how things work together. And I want to share that with you because sometimes when we are looking at things in perspective of now, we don't always see the full picture of what what the outcome is that we've prayed for. And sometimes because we don't see the outcome, we give up too soon. So I do want to encourage you that not to give up and to remain strong even when you're under pressure or even when things are not going as quickly as you would like for them to. There's definitely a lesson in the waiting. You may not understand it right now, but trust me, it is a lesson in the wait. Okay? So, you guys, I just wanted to get on and really quickly share with you guys. And of course, listen, make sure that you keep showing up and don't forget to take out time for you, for your reset. Knowing that in order for you to show up as the best version of yourself, you have to be willing to make sacrifices. And listen, the same sacrifices you have for other people, you want to be able to have them for yourself, guys. Okay, now, if you're not following me, make sure you follow me on all social media platforms. Because why? Because that's how you can get more wonderful content concerning everything, okay? Guys, know that I love you with the love of the Lord, and there's absolutely nothing you can do about that. So, you're special, you're needed, and you are loved. So, until next time, have a wonderful evening. And good night, guys.